I seriously hope that no one is looking out their window right now, because I'm kind of in a residential area. But basically, this week on the vlog, we are celebrating my 1-year YouTube anniversary, and we're going to do a little compilation video. I don't really know what else to say. So yeah, it's been 1 year since I've been on YouTube. October 2nd, I think I screenshotted it. I think it was the 2nd. So today we are celebrating the anniversary, and we're just going to do a little compilation. When I'm filming this, I'm currently editing the Father Mark segment and showing you guys all the times, well, not all the times, most of the times Father Mark got a special shout out in the vlog, and it's very crazy to kind of give you a little second glimpse of that. So without further ado, let's go on to the compilation. I went on my very first retreat this year. Little did I know that the retreat did wonders in my heart, but it wasn't until after that I had a full, I'm going to call it conversion, and my life changed forever.
I also feel like God's going to tell me it's dumb that COVID strengthened my desire to chase my goals. It's dumb that COVID gave me the mentality that I'd rather be doing what I love and barely getting by than not loving my life or my job and be rich. But what if I could do what I love and be financially stable? I didn't set expectations or limits. Why? God's just gonna come and make it completely different. Thanks, God.
I got home from my retreat, and I don't know where anybody is. The house is dead silent, and I texted my family some emojis, I was on my way home, because that's our thing. We just text emojis, and nobody responded, and the house is dead silent. It's kind of weird. I'm in Walmart, and I'm literally buying myself water, because what if they don't serve me water in between meals at the retreat? And Beachbody, you need to get your water intake. And I'm also bringing myself snacks, because what if they don't serve me snacks? Now I gotta go check out.
Didn't lock. So I'm going to get my stuff. I'm just so out of breath. And also, I'm just trying to create a great story for my sit-down vlog next week.
I jinxed it. I kinda slept horrible. I have a view of trees and a tennis court out my window, but the window is above the bed. Pray for me and my palate. I'm heading out to my first meal. I'm praying I can see our friends at some point working in the dining hall. When I told some of the sweet workers during conversation that I knew these two beautiful girls, their eyes lit up. It was such a sweet experience. I had some water and rich cheese crackers, but I'm starving. Grabbing some water and then going to breakfast. Talk later and be assured of my prayers. TBH, I really don't know what I ate, but it was better than I thought it was going to be. Sitting in this little building, listening to Matt Maher. Like I mentioned before, follow the rules of your religion, but at the same time, make it your own. I love being in the presence of Jesus, usually in adoration, and listening to worship music. It helps center my prayer and keeps me focused. There was a chance for confession, and you can't necessarily hear specifically what the people are saying, but you can hear them murmur. I went to confession a week ago, so I'm still debating if I'm going now. Okay, my current favorite Matt Maher song is on. Back to focusing on the Father, praying for you in this time.
Sounded like she said it's okay to keep inviting your friends to hang out and do things. Really? All this time that plans fell through and I got discouraged and overthink things, and I didn't want to be a bother. And she encouraged us to keep praying for our friends and making little tiny sacrifices. Ka-ching! So to all my best friends, get ready, because I'm coming full force. I miss my kiddos at work. I can't wait to go back into the preschool room. I'm excited to eat my own food and sleep in my own bed.
I'm excited to go back out into the world with a fire ignited.
Here. I love you to
infinity and beyond!
It's true. Don't be discouraged. Keep inviting your friends out. Keep pursuing them. But oh so good. Happy Sunday. Jesus didn't give up on his friends. Each of us are called to be his friends.
I love my immediate family and my chosen family.
I think I'm going to go on a little hike. I'll take y'all along with me for a second. Then back to meditation number 2, what it do. It's been about 24 hours since I got home. We had 2 meditations at the end, led by the priest, then benediction. I sat in the church for 45 minutes doing devotions and zoning out. Then the silence was broken. We went to lunch and chatted with the ladies at my table. Then the leader at my table said, "Hey, have you seen your friends who work here in the kitchen?" And I said no. She said, "The next time the waitress comes out, we'll ask," and so we did. The waitress said the younger sister was working and she'd take me back. As we were walking through the door, the sister was walking past. "There she is," said the waitress. It was so great to see the friend. She was so surprised and happy to see me. Haha, we took pictures. Then I left and went back to lunch. After lunch, I went back with the girls to the lodge and finished up packing. I spent the last few minutes in fellowship. Well, actually, I stood there and listened. Then I headed out. For the last several hours of the retreat, I had no service, so I couldn't make my IG stories or listen to Gabriel Conti's album Belong. Plus, I stopped at a gas station to get situated and to go to the bathrooms. A side effect of chugging water.
The best version of myself for them. I resolved to keep on inviting them to do whatever because I want to spend time with them.
You know what I mean, and just like talking to God. And I also learned that in my retreat too, which it's really difficult to do, but honestly just like having a conversation with God.
Speaking about having a 180 conversion and everything, and my conversion starting after I got home from the retreat, we ended up meeting this really cool priest. His name was Father Mark, and he definitely got more than enough shout outs in my vlogs, but he's worth it. And yeah,
I feel like Father Mark is really into. Father Mark said to journal when you're just.
what did Father Mark think? The priest who was
prayed for
Father Mark.
Prayer for Father Mark was for Father Mark. Father Mark. I ended up emailing Father Mark. Father Mark was out there running. Father Mark. Father Mark told me that.
About him, I've just heard Father Mark and Alex.
That is one of Father Mark's favorite worshipers, but Father Mark wasn't there, so seeing Father Mark homily
That we had with Father Mark. There was still.
Father Mark. So Father Mark loves to comment when he came. So shout out to Father Mark. Father Mark. Until Father Mark leaves. God bless Father Mark.
Father Mark said mass today.
Father Mark's amazing.
And Father Mark was when Father Mark came over, and Father Mark are standing off to the side.
Father Mark is just on his knees, reverence that Father Mark. And even in this first year of my YouTube channel, we found this really awesome church called St. Mary's, and not only did Father Mark get a lot of shout outs, but so did this church, and so did all of the other people, places, and things that came along with it.
I'm just gonna journal about my experience at St. Mary's.
Secret project talking about St. Mary's.
Raw, unfiltered St. Mary's rant.
Get some stuff for that. And maybe I'll just go to St. Mary's and
That's so weird because on my doctor's notes, Alex was all in caps, and then we got some really crazy news about Alex's seminary.
From St. Mary's, which is like halfway between my house and the church. And
At St. Mary's, probably where week, St. Mary's. Confession. I'm so just passionate about St. Mary's. Church yesterday was phenomenal.
St. Mary's is amazing. Father Dinto's amazing. Alex is gonna be a phenomenal priest.
We went to Lectio Divino last night at St. Mary's, led by Alex, and then we got to talk to him, and that was kind of cool. I went to St. Mary's to spend some time with Jesus.
And I notice Alex and Father Mark are standing off to the side. And Alex is just standing in like one of the pews. His arms are just kind of like this or like this. And I could just feel his sense of worship. I could just feel him like taking power and control or whatever. I just started thinking about all those times that I would sit in our normal church and I would be like, I need more.
I just listened to More by Red Rocks Worship on full blast on my way to Target, and that's kind of like the theme song that like right now, like I just continue to want to like go to find the next best thing when it comes to my faith. I just felt like I needed more. I felt like I finally found it, and I don't want to give up. I can't speak now. Jesus, help me find the right words. I don't want to give up trying to look for more. Reverence that Father Merck, Father Dindo, and Alex have.
I feel like your faith is something that you need to share. Like, you share it, but at the same time, your relationship with Jesus is personal. But Behold is still my all-time favorite way to go to confession. And we got there a little early. My mom went to confession. Father Dindo was back, and Father Mark was the last person, was still saying confession. You know, my mom got in line. The line was like 1 or 2 people long. Father Dindo looked like he had already, he had like turned the lights off, closed the door to the confessional. He was already like moving and shaking, but he was still like in church. And now there's like a couple of extra people in line once mom's in confession because she was the last one. And so Father Dindo goes back and he turns on his lights and he starts doing confession again. So like he was already done with confession, but he went back and do confessions. I was just like, and I was just like kneeling there and I was like proclaiming my baptismal vows, and I just got like such a sense of power, and like I just felt like that was just like giving so much power and glory to God, and that was just like I don't know how to explain this, and I don't even know what I was feeling, but I'm just like, Satan probably just really hated when we just gave so much power and took so much power.